back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline and I make new videos every week on a whole variety of things: lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, so I'd love it if you subscribed and stuck around our little adventure family here. And today I'm really excited. I was browsing through Target and I've seen other people do videos like these, but I haven't seen any for Target, me personally. I'm sure there's tons out there for Target, but I found all the cheapest things I could find on Target for a full face of makeup. So some of these aren't like the cheapest, but that's usually because it was out of stock online, or they don't sell it online, like they don't ship it, or it wasn't my correct shade. But so these are all the cheapest things that I could find that I could get my hands on. And I did a full face of makeup, so you can see I have it all on my face now. I'm gonna do check-ins throughout the day, and I'll do a full day wear test. So yeah, let's get into me putting on the makeup on my face. Let's go. All right, let me have a sip of coffee first and we'll start. All right, so my first product is the Black Radiance True Complexion HD Primer. So I bought this because I know Black Radiance is obviously a line geared towards people of color. But when I looked online, this swatch of it online looked super light, and I even saw some reviews that said that it worked for lighter skinned people. And so I thought, you know what, it's the cheapest one, I'll get it. Man, that swatch online is deceiving. I'll pop the screenshot of the swatch in here so you can see how light it really is, but man, it was light. But this was $2.59, so I'm gonna kind of use this as, I'm still gonna use it as a primer, but I'm gonna use it as kind of like a bronzing primer since it's clearly too dark for my skin tone. Kind of like, I know a bunch of brands make these like bronzing primers. Like I think Smashbox has one, Clinique I think has one, Drunk Elephant even has that D from Boozy whatever thing that's kind of meant to tan your skin. So yeah, I'm a little nervous. I think the foundation I bought is a little light too, so I'm not gonna use too much. So you can see it's like pretty dark. So, and I'm gonna kind of focus this, put a little bit on my neck first. Oh yeah, it's very dark. So we're just gonna kind of use this as, like I said, a bronzing. Okay. All right, it was blended in pretty good actually. Not as scary once you blend it in. It kind of just helped match my face to my body actually, which is nice. Alright, that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. It actually does spread out to a fairly good color for my skin tone, which is weird. But, alright, that feels good too. It just kind of felt like a lightweight moisturizer. I already had some like oil and stuff on my skin, so that's probably where the glow is coming from. But I mean, it definitely kept it really glowy. Feels really nice and hydrated still. So, yeah, that's the primer. The next thing is my foundation. So I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I got it in this shade Nude Ivory. Hopefully this is an okay shade match for me. This was only $2.39. So, and I know this is like a popular foundation. I know a lot of people like use this and love this. And I've always wanted to try it, and it's such a cheap price point that, you know, seemed like a good time to get it. Obviously it was the cheapest foundation. So, I know it's a more full coverage foundation. It has all sorts of things to combat against bounce back from lighting and stuff like that when you take pictures. So, we'll see how it works. The only thing I hate about this is it's like a spatula thing. It's weird. Like I wish it was at least like a doe foot or something. I guess that's how they keep their price down though. I don't know how much to use, so I'm just gonna do a couple stripes. And I'm just gonna use my sponge like normal. Just start blending that out. It's not a horrible smell. I think my Physicians Formula Healthy Glow Foundation smells worse, but it's definitely not like a pleasant smell. Alright, that looks good. I don't know if I just didn't put like a ton on, which is fine with me. but I definitely wouldn't call this full coverage. It's like high medium, I would guess. You can still see like some acne scars and stuff over here. But it looks really nice. I was worried it was gonna kind of be too matte, but you know, it's definitely glowy still, which is nice. Which, once again, I don't know if it's a primer or not. I'll have to play around with this foundation more. Alright, that looks really good. Woo, making a mess. Alright, so the concealer I have is the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlighter. I got this in the shade Fair, I believe. So it's a little dual-ended stick. I don't know if I'm going to use that liquid highlighter or not. I kind of swatched it and it looked pretty like chunky, glittery. So I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. I might use it like on my eyes or something. It could be pretty like as a base for your eyes. But because it'll give you like that glitter underneath. Or even like on top. But obviously I am going to use a concealer. So it just is a little doe foot. I'm going to put it where I would normally put concealer. This was $3 for this little duo. This doe foot does not get a lot of product on it. It's just kind of blending away. Let's see if this works under the eyes better. I might add a little bit more to my under eyes. I mean, it's covering some. It's just definitely not covering a ton. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more and blend it out with my finger and see if that works a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I think just a little bit more. And I'm just gonna, like I said, blend it out with my finger. Alright, that helps. There you go. Yeah, I think that was a little bit better. It just seemed like the sponge really soaked that up for some reason. Feels very like sticky. Like I have a feeling it's gonna crease under my eyes really easily, but we'll see. I might have to like, cause it's like really sticky. I mean, my face is pretty sticky too, but I guess we'll see. I'm gonna set everything now anyway. So, okay, so the powder I got is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. This was $2. I got it in Fair Light. So I'm just gonna take my normal powder brush, my big fluffy powder brush, and just dip that right in there and just set, I think I'm gonna set most of my, whoa, that really mattified, like crazy matte. You can kind of see that it's super glowy on this side, and it's still pretty, it's still glowy, but like you can definitely tell like it mattified that. Yeah, hopefully you can tell the difference on camera. Like it's super glowy over here, and then not quite as glowy on this side. I mean, in person you can like really see it, like it instantly mattified that. Crazy. I'm just gonna take the teeniest bit and just kind of like dab it on my eyes, my under eyes, because I feel like it's sticky. And I'm just gonna take a little bit like of a fluffy eye brush to kind of set down the concealer I put on my eyes, because I didn't buy an eye primer. I normally don't use one unless I'm going full glam anyway. So and I just have like things to do around the house, and I'm gonna take Tahoe for a walk, and there's no reason to go full glam today. My face still kind of feels sticky though, which is weird. I add just a little bit more to my cheeks just to see if it makes it less sticky. Just because I'm worried about my bronzer skipping and stuff, and my blush. Just kind of adding it where I add blush and bronzer. There we go, that's better. Now it's definitely set down. I mean, that really mattified though. Hopefully you can tell the difference from before to now. Like I said, I'm still glowy. I still have a little bit of a glow to me. But definitely like it's matte and set now. So I'm gonna go on to the face products, and then I'll do the eyes. So the bronzer I got is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Get to Brazil. So this is the bronzer. I swatched this. Looks a little orange. I'm a little nervous. So we'll see. This was $3.99. So I believe this is the lighter of the three shades. I'm not positive though. So I'm gonna take my normal bronzer brush, just go right in, and just put it where I would normally put bronzer. I didn't buy a contour because once again, I don't contour every day. So So I just figured there's no real point in getting a contour. Alright, I'm not really seeing it show up on my skin. A little confused. There it is. It's definitely not as dark as the swatch lends itself to be. Kind of have to like really concentrate that brush to get the color. Also doesn't look quite as orange on the, I mean, it's definitely not the greatest bronzer color I've ever seen, but it's not the worst either. I'll show you in natural light too. This is mostly natural lighting. I do have a little bit of lighting on, but just because it's dark over in this room in the morning, but yeah, it's definitely not my favorite bronzer just in general, just the way it's like the color and stuff, but it's got a nice like glow to it, which is nice. I don't know, I'm not mad at it, just not my favorite quite yet. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. So then I'm going to use some blush. So the blush I have is also from e.l.f. You'll see a pattern. It's mostly e.l.f. and Wet n Wild in this. There's a few from other things, but e.l.f. and Wet n Wild just tend to be the cheapest, and they're both sold at Ulta or at Target, so those things tend to come up first. So this is the e.l.f. Blush Blushing. I guess the shade's colored is Blushing. And this is $2. Which is super cheap. It's just a really pretty kind of neutral light pink sort of color. So I'm gonna dip my stippling brush in, pop that on the cheeks. That's a pretty color actually. It's kind of like a natural rosy flush. Again, this has like a little bit of a glow to it, it looks like. But it's very powdery. There's powder everywhere on this. But it's a really pretty color. It just gave me like a really natural rosy flush. I really like that. And then the last face product is also from e.l.f. and it is their Baked Highlight in Moonlight Pearls, and this is $4. So I've heard that these baked highlights, you kind of like scrape a top layer off to get them to work, but I swatched it and it looked fine to me, so I'm just gonna go straight into how it is and see if it works. But I mean, it's got powder kicking off of it, so yeah, I mean, that's working for me. I don't know what this whole thing about scraping the top layer off is, but that's really pretty. Wow. I love that. That's really pretty. I love that highlight. It's not like chunky glitter, it's just kind of like iridescent-y and like a natural like wet shimmer. Like, it's not glittery, I think is what I'm trying to say, but I'm not saying it very well. But wow, yeah, I love that. That's really pretty. So I'm gonna move on to eyes. So the eye palette I got is from Wet n Wild. These are their Wet n Wild Color Icon 10 Pan Shadows, and this is in the shade Nude Awakening. Now this particular one is $2.59. Some of the other ones are more expensive. Like I have Rosé in the Air, and that one's actually $4.39. There's one that's $3.19, another one that's $3.19. So this one in particular is $2.59, and it's the cheapest one, which is cool with me because it's like a really pretty kind of neutral palette, which I really enjoy. So I'm gonna do just kind of a simple look. I'm just gonna kind of speed through it. I'll show you like which shades I'm using when, but I'm just gonna kind of speed through this so this video isn't a million years long. Alright, so that is the eye look done. It was a little bit more dramatic than I was going for today. It turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Got like burgundy red shade in here. It's a lot more pigmented than I expected it to be, but it's a really pretty color. And actually this palette making my eyes look really gray blue, which I'm wearing gray, so that's the reason they probably look more gray than blue. Yeah, I think that was a really nice eye look. It was easy to use. Such a small, easy like palette to travel with, which is nice. And yeah, I mean, I love the other one too. This one's just really nice. I might actually take this to the bachelorette party I'm going to here soon. It's really nice. So I also bought an eyeliner. I don't always use eyeliner, but I figured I would buy one just to have. So I bought a black eyeliner, and this is the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner. And this was 74 cents, and it's huge. Like, that's a big pencil. Most pencils are only like this long. It's a really big pencil. So I'm just gonna do my upper lash line, because I usually don't line my bottom lashes anyway, unless I'm doing like a dark brown smoky eye. Okay, that was super easy to use. It was super soft. It crumbled a little bit, but not like crazy where I'm gonna like ruin my whole look. But just kind of deepen up that lash line. It's a really nice black. So I really like that eyeliner actually. We'll see if it stays all day, but it's a really nice eyeliner. So I'm going to do my eyebrows next really quick. I bought an e.l.f. brow pencil, and this was $2. I got it in the shade Taupe, so hopefully this works for my eyes. It's just a dual-sided pencil, twists up, seems nice. So I'm just gonna spoolie through my brows. It's a really nice spoolie too. I hope I like this brow product because the spoolie is so nice. So I'm gonna fill in my brows a little bit. Seems like this shade may be a little too warm for me, but it's a little dry, like it's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's not, like it has pigment and it's coming off on my face, but just doesn't feel quite as like smooth to use. So there's the difference. That eyebrow is done, that one's not. I mean, it definitely filled it in. I just don't know if it's like my favorite brow product ever. Alright, so that's the brows. They look pretty good. I'm not mad at it. It's just not my favorite, I don't think. I still think I like my NYX powder brow pencil better. So I'm going to set all this down before I move on to the last few things. So I got the e.l.f. Mist and Set. This is the illuminating one because I like a good glow. And this was $3. So I'm just going to... That mister's a little aggressive. Definitely gave me back a glow. Definitely glowy again. So now I'm gonna set my brows down. So I got the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. This was $3.29, and that is a big eyebrow spoolie. Like, that's big for a setting gel. So hopefully this works okay. The good thing is it's clear, so it's not like I'm gonna get like brown pigment all over my face if the spoolie, you know, gets somewhere else. So that's good. But I do like pigmented eyebrow setting gels too. It just gives you a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna ignore my eyebrows. They're super in need of a little tame, but I just don't feel like doing it right now. All right, and then for eyelashes, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Protein Mascara. And this is like a little baby mascara. Like their eyeliner was huge, but their mascara was like little and baby. It's so small. Like, this is the eyebrow gel and this is the mascara. So it's just a little teeny. And this was $1.99. So just looks like a basic mascara wand, to be honest. Nothing crazy. It's natural bristles, doesn't have the rubber bristles. This is not doing much for my lashes today. I don't even know if you can see them on camera. I mean, it definitely put something on there, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna have to do a second coat for sure. Just doesn't feel like there's a lot of product on the brush. I'm gonna do a second coat, and I'm not wiping it off at all either. This is just like straight out of the bottle. So I just don't think a lot of product comes out. Alright, that looks a little bit better. So this eye has 2 coats now, that one does not. Looks a little bit better. So this is them after like 2.5-ish coats. It's not amazing. Definitely not my favorite mascara I've ever used. So I think there's better out there. They're probably just like a teeny bit more expensive, but way worth it. So the 2 lip products I bought are both from Wet n Wild as well. I have the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner and Never Petal Down. This was $2.99. And I have the Wet n Wild Mega Liquid Last Liquid Catsuit in Coral Corruption. So hopefully this goes, it should go okay with that eye look. And the Liquid Catsuit was $2.59. So I'm just gonna line my lips with this guy really quick. Okay, that lip liner is super smooth, super pigmented. Really like that. All right, time for the liquid catsuit. That color definitely does not go with my eye look, but that's all right. So this is the completed look. That's everything I bought. So my total was before tax, and I have a red card, so I got 5% off. Before that was $39.16. I don't think anything was over $5. I think the most I spent was $4. Yeah, the most expensive thing was $4, and that was the baked highlighter. Right off the bat, I actually really like this primer. I'm surprised I like this primer. I thought it actually blended out really well. So that's a definite win so far for me. I also, what else did I have? I actually really loved the e.l.f. highlighter. I think it looks really pretty on my skin. So hopefully that lasts. And right out the bat, I also really loved the liquid, or the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner. I thought that was really nice too. So right out of the gate, these are my top 3. We'll see how they last. And obviously I'll give you updates throughout the day today, but I'll also have an update video on these products as I keep using them. So in a few months, there'll probably be like a product update video that you can come back and check out and see how these products are doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go about my day. I'll kind of do check-ins, and I'll check in at the end of the night to see how everything wore. It is just about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's 9:54. But yeah, so I'm gonna like go about my day, do my hair, walk Tahoe, all that fun stuff, and I'll check in with you throughout the day. All right, so I just wanted to do a little check-in in natural light. Hopefully you can tell. So this is what it's looking like right now. My skin actually looks super good. I'm super happy with how my complexion looks. Hopefully you can tell. It just looks like really smooth and nice. I'm really happy with everything so far. It's only been like an hour though. I'm about to go take Tahoe for a walk, so I'll take some video while I'm like outside too. But it's like 73, so we're gonna go for a little walk and see how this holds up outside as well. So yeah, so that's the plan. So I'm gonna put on my walking shoes and take Mr. Tahoe out for a walk. You wanna go outside? Yeah, look at that tail. He's like, yes, please. I'll go. I'll help. Good boy. All right, so I'm on my walk now. Let me get back in the sunshine. So this is what it looks like outside. Ooh, towel stop. So hopefully it looks pretty good. I can't tell because I'm outside, obviously, so I don't have a mirror, but hopefully it looks pretty good. We will see how it holds up through this walk. Alright, I'm all done with my walk. It was just about 30 minutes. This is what the makeup is looking like now. I definitely got a sweat, so hopefully it still looks pretty good. We'll find out when I go look in the mirror. Alright, so this is how it looks after, let me see how long we were gone for. We were gone for just about 35 minutes. You can see it wore off a little bit, like where my sunglasses were hitting my nose. Other than that though, it looks pretty good actually. Like, my skin looks really good. I'm very impressed with how my skin looks. That combo looks great on my skin. Yeah, I mean everything else is hanging on. The eyeliner looks a little wonky, I don't know. And my brow, that brow gel like did not do anything for my brows, so I don't know about that brow gel, but the rest of it looks pretty good so far, so I'll check in with you guys at the end of the night. Alright, so it is 7:21 now. I have a pounding headache, so I'm gonna take off my makeup now, so I figured I'd do my last check-in here. So it kind of wore off on my chin, but that might be from eating. My lipstick is clearly gone. I mean, you can see there's still like a little bit of color, but it's definitely like gross now. It also wore off like on my nose a little bit and like on the side of my nose. It's like a little weird, but overall it still looks pretty good. Like you definitely can see my pores and stuff. I don't think this is like long lasting makeup by any means, but it doesn't look bad. If this was my 8-hour wear, I'd be perfectly fine with this. Still looks pretty good. Like I said, I think this is mostly from eating dinner tonight. I had pulled pork sandwiches, so they were a little messy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with almost everything. I still do not like this mascara. It did nothing for my lashes. You can't even tell I have eyelashes currently. Everything else, oh, and the eyebrow gel. I did not like the eyebrow gel. It literally did nothing for my eyebrows. Nothing. Everything else though I am liking so far, so I'm gonna keep giving this stuff a try, and I'll check back in, like I said, in a future product update video on if I have more thoughts on them. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you try any of these products, leave me a note in the comments. Oh my god, I could not think of that word right now. And subscribe if you want to join our little adventure family. But I think that's it for this video, so I will see you in my next adventure. Bye!